Sneak peek number 3 brings us a new troop, the Apprentice Warden. It brings us a new set of skins that look so good, I can't actually believe it, and it brings us some economy for the builder base. I think it's about time we upgraded this Dark Barracks. 13 mil elixir unlocks Apprentice Warden. Now, what is the Apprentice Warden? It's essentially just a discounted Grand Warden. So what's he going to do? He does damage, he has a certain amount of hit points, but he's going to give an aura HP increase to any troop in his vicinity. He paths like the normal Warden, but he does not have an Eternal Tome. Probably for the best. The Eternal Tome is broken as is, but look at this. 20 housing space, can target air and ground, but it is a ground troop. There is no air or ground setting for the Apprentice Warden. He is just on ground. Here are the stats on a max Apprentice Warden being level 4. Damage per second, the hit points are nice, but this is the big thing here. The aura HP increase. To show you how big a deal this is, I went to the Warden and have a look. It has a HP increase of 90%, which is much higher, but it has a maximum HP increase of 575 to stop it being brutally overpowered. But when we look at the Apprentice Warden, there is no max HP increase. It's just set at 30%, which means if we bring some high HP units here, we're going to get an insane amount of extra hit points added. I decided the best army to showcase this is Super Archer Titans, because you need the Warden with the blimp at the start, right, to get the value that you see I'm getting here. But it means your Electro Titans have no ability with them, no Warden aura, so they're just at their base 8200 hit points. Whereas if my math is correct, 30% extra HP and no max HP increase, the Titans will go from 8,200 hit points to 10,660 hit points, which is pretty crazy. So let's do this attack and see what it feels like. Let me know if it feels like they've got 11,000 hit points. Now, whilst I'm crushing literally the entire base, I feel like it's worth saying that the Warden auras will never stack. So if you've got an Apprentice Warden with another Apprentice Warden, only one of them will count. And if you've got an Apprentice Warden with a Grand Warden, only one of them will count. However, which one counts is dependent on the HP of the troops. Essentially, whichever aura gives more HP to the troop is the aura that will be picked. So if you're using, say, a low HP troop like a Barb, well, the Grand Warden's 90% of that will be more. But if you're using like a Titan, where the Warden has a max HP, Grand Warden that is, has a max HP increase of 575, whereas the Apprentice Warden is 30% no matter what, then the Apprentice Warden aura will be chosen. It's a little complicated, I'm still yet to see it in action, but that is my understanding of it. Now notice I did not put the Apprentice Warden down until I absolutely needed to. He's only got 1,950 hit points, and if you place him like on top of a giant bomb or in the area of a giant bomb, or a scatter's a really bad one with the splash damage it does, then it will die very quickly. So only use the Warden, the Apprentice Warden, I need to say that in full, when you need to and when it's safe for him. Because look at this, he's chilling at the moment. There is nothing targeting him, and look at this, right? All of our troops just still have so much hit points. Now, this base was pretty wrecked from the Super Archer version, but I tell you, this is going through the base like butter at this point. It just feels like my Titans can't die. This is not a new feeling, though. When they're 8,000 hit points, they don't feel like they die very easily at all, but this is something else. So I'm interested to see if more people bring the Apprentice Warden with Titans than not, because it is so strong with them. And we are going to triple this base pretty easily, it must be said. A little close on time, but that was about it. But yeah, this army for me is the most obvious one that makes sense to bring the Apprentice Warden. I will show you a Super Archer Lalo after this, but it does not go anywhere near as well as this. And maybe I got to brainstorm some other armies that can use this troop. Alright, so we're going to come in halfway through this attack, and I really want to show you this. So, I Super Archered the Town Hall, we're suing the bottom side, and that leaves this for Lalo. Now, if you're doing this with a Super Archer Lalo attack normally, you're going to fail. This Rage Tower with 2 multis will take down every balloon so quickly. But if we have an Apprentice Warden, can we make this work? Now, it's worth noting, if you're bringing the Apprentice Warden, you have to bring your RC. I don't know why I put him down before the RC. They kind of get off a few shots there. But you have to bring the RC, and she's essentially going to tank for this apprentice. So the loons are coming in, and they're not dying as quickly as they normally will. Normally it's like a hot knife through butter, sorry. But the loons are doing a pretty good job. But you're about to find out the biggest problem here. My RC's gone down already, my Apprentice Warden's about to go down, and 1950 hit points disappears so quickly versus a Rage Expo, and this all ends incredibly quickly. So might have to go back to the drawing board on this one. For all you builder base fanatics out there is now a season bank in the builder base. Lots of people have been asking for it. It's in the main village, and it's going to operate the exact same in the builder base. However, it won't work in June. It will start with its first month in July. But the best is saved to last. If you go to your queen or any hero, you get taken to this new screen. It will have all the skins you've purchased on the bottom. And at the very end, we have a new set of skins called the League skins. And look at this animation. Pretty cool. The League set of skins will be different than any set of skins we've ever had before. There's one for each hero, and you earn it by purchasing these skins with League medals. It's a really cool way of giving us a reason to play in the Clan War Leagues and use those medals. By the way, look at this Warden. Looks so sick. This might be my favorite skin ever. Each skin can be purchased for 2,000 League medals, so it is very expensive. You will have to earn it, but I mean, is it not worth it? Look at these, and the animations are amazing. But it doesn't end there. There is a new war base scenery that you can also purchase. This is for 2,400 League medals, so it is even more expensive, but you can put this on all of your war bases, so it won't go on your home village, but all of your war bases, you can have this scenery set, and I mean, who wouldn't? It looks so cool. Oh, I'm so jealous. I wish I had enough War League medals for this. Arguably, the most important thing of all the sneak peeks, though, is if you go into the shop, you'll see this little C up here, and what you're going to do is you're going to put in blue, and what's going to happen? Well, you're going to find that a lot of good things happen in your life, a lot of luck goes your way, and you're going to get a whole lot more 3 stars and 6 stars. Now, there is a whole bunch of balance adjustment, game changes, and bug fixes that I haven't gone over in this. If you want to read about it, head over to our blog. Everything is here. The link will be in the description. Worth noting, by the way, minor HP is increased, so hybrid is coming back. But let me know, how many League medals do you have? Will you be using the League medals on hammers, or will you be saving up to get yourself some of the skins? I know I want some of the skins because they look amazing. But that's it for sneak peek number 3. If you haven't seen the first 2, make sure you watch it. I'll link it on the left, and I look forward to seeing you guys post-update.